So what they do is allow a private company like Pace Equity the power to put a special assessment for a specific project on a property. And that allows us to effectively lend capital that's long-term, fixed rate, and non-recourse at a very, very effective cost of capital to the client.
Welcome to the Investor Financing Podcast, where we interview real estate investors and lenders so you can learn all the secrets to getting your projects funded and scale your portfolio. And now, your host, Bo Eckstein.
Ethan, thanks for joining us. Today's going to be a great conversation about Pace Equity and the benefits of the program itself. First, I want to just dive in for the viewers and talk generally. What is Pace financing? How does it work?
Sure. Well, thanks for having me today. So Pace financing is a new and innovative tool for commercial real estate capital. It's a state-legislated public-private partnership. PACE stands for Property Assessed Clean Energy. And broadly, what that means is that states are putting legislation in individually that allows access to a new form of capital for construction projects. Construction meaning renovation, CapEx, redevelopment, and ground up new construction. The capital is specifically geared for items in the capital stack which have a quantifiable impact on utility, water spend, renewable energy, and in some states, seismic improvements, resiliency, things like that. The capital is paid back through a long-term special tax assessment on the property. So in a sense, the idea is that the government, the public, so to speak, they're trying to incentivize people to build or renovate in a more energy efficient, sustainable method, create jobs, grow the economy, but they don't want to put taxpayer dollars on the line.
You're listening to the Investor Financing Podcast. We'll be right back after this break.
Are you looking for capital for your business? Whether you need to get new equipment, finance your accounts receivable, raise working capital, or acquire commercial real estate, SBA Exchange can help you get approved and funded. SBA programs can also fund ground-up construction projects. The process is simple, and the initial consultation is free. Simply book a call. An advisor will call you at your desired time. We have built relationships with the top SBA lenders. We know their lending appetite. We will source and connect you with the appropriate lender. You will not waste time trying to figure out who to apply with and how to get started and follow the process through to completion. We have streamlined the lending process from A to Z and work with you on all forms and documents to expedite your loan approval. SBA Exchange is the marketplace for SBA financing.
So what they do is allow a private company like Pace Equity the power to put a special assessment for a specific project on a property. And that allows us to effectively lend capital that's long-term, fixed rate, and non-recourse at a very, very effective cost of capital to the client.
That was a great explanation. Now, can we dive in from a developer standpoint? Why would a developer want Pace Equity in the capital stack? Can you kind of go over the advantages of Pace Equity in the capital stack, what that means to a developer?
Yeah, absolutely. So the idea is that as you're putting your capital stack together, right now we're seeing trends that would say that, there's really two options, right? You can get a construction loan from a bank lender or a credit union, and it's going to be, a fairly low cost, but also right now a fairly low loan to cost given COVID pressures and, concerns about the economy and all the development that we've had, leading up to it. Or you can probably get a high cost, higher leverage construction loan from, say, a debt fund or, kind of non-bank institution. So what Pace Equity does is we work in both of those scenarios to either do one of two things. One, in a low leverage construction loan, we can provide 10 to 25% of the capital stack typically. I can talk about how that sizing works later on. At a much lower cost than, say, the outside equity that you're going to have to raise to get that project done is going to cost. Typically about half the cost of equity, or say mezz, if that's your other option for funding. So it can be a really nice portion of the equity, really by providing, again, this kind of low cost, additional loan, as a part of the capital stack.